which is the 24th of January, would be addressing some of the comments, good and bad. But yeah, we launched the podcast last night. We launched the teaser, which I'm going to be honest, I was so nervous about. So nervous. I'm doing something completely different, completely out of my comfort zone. Listen, it's really scary. It's really scary for me because I don't want to let you all down. I don't want to disappoint people. And I'm just trying to make the best of the situation. So what I thought I'd do today is address some of the comments that we received last night on the teaser for the podcast. I think you're milking this breakup a bit now. Am I? How is... The comment confuses me because I'm not milking anything. I'm trying to be as open and honest with people as I can. At my worst time, at my darkest moments, you guys were the ones that were there for me. You were the ones that were reaching out, commenting, DMing me, checking if I'm okay. I just feel like I should be as honest as possible about my journey. And that's why I've shared the videos of me in my darkest moments, the video diaries. And listen, I've shared 2 of those. I shared 1, and that shows a snippet. That shows 5 minutes when I was at your weakest. I showed a second one to show, do you know what, this just wasn't a one-off. I was really in it, and I've probably got 10 more of them. I'm probably not going to share all of them, but do you know what, I might share some of them because the amount of messages I've had from people saying, Dan, listen, don't want this to come across any other way than what I intend it, which is it's there as a support because I needed support in my darkest moments, and I want to be a support for other people when they need it. I still need it on days. It takes every single ounce of energy to get up and smile and be happy for Harper, and then I'm exhausted. And now we're doing a podcast where I've got to be funny, and it's great because I'm with my best mates. But it's hard. And that's a snippet you're seeing of that day, but you haven't seen all the anxiety that's gone into that, all the pressure, all the behind the scenes stuff. And there's days where I still struggle massively. But anyway, so yeah, I think you're milking this breakup a bit now. I think that's unfair. It was a massive breakup. It come out of nowhere for me, and I will love that girl for the rest of my life, and my whole entire world has fallen apart. So actually, to be 2 months on, which is what we are now, and to actually be even functioning as a human being, if you'd have asked me 2 months ago what my life is going to look around anymore, that's how low I sunk. So I don't feel like milking it. I feel like was on a path, and I loved that path. Bloody loved that path I was on. Had everything I always wanted. And I thought we all had everything we always wanted. But now someone's kicked me off that path, and I was in the rough. I don't know if this is a golf term, I don't know where I am. I was in the rough for a little bit. But now I found a new path, and I'm just trying to go, it's a different direction. It's not a path I want to be on, but I can't find my way back to my original path. That's the best analogy you're going to get out of me at the moment. My brain is not. So I think you're milking this breakup a bit now. I don't think I am. I think I'm just getting by day as best I can. Been with you since day one, still with you, brother. That's a nice one. Thank you, Tommy. I appreciate that. Dude, you need to change the name of your page. LOL. Yeah, it's just not as easy as that. I'm in the process of doing that at the moment. I've applied, but because the page is verified, it's just not as easy as going into the settings, changing the name. It just won't let you do it. Very original, this idea. Hasn't been done or anything. Desperate. Thanks, Catherine, for the support. Don't listen then. Yeah, fair, don't listen then. But ultimately, yeah. I mean, a lot of things have been done again. What you expect me in my darkest moments to come up with something completely original and new? I can't even comprehend that right now. A podcast is something that has been in the works for us for over a year anyway. So it wasn't something that we've just thought up overnight. Thought, oh, let's just do a podcast. We've been planning this for a long time. It's just been a little bit fast-tracked, and it's now got a slightly different direction. But it is what it is. It's certainly, yeah, it isn't an original idea. Podcasts have been done before. You're right. Has our Facebook videos, has most pranks that are on the internet, lots of things. Most movie ideas have come from somewhere. Don't worry about it. I would love you to listen. I'd love your support just on this journey. Yeah, I might not be back to where I was, but I'm doing my best. So with this new video clip announcement, he soon got over Lucy quick. No, I'll never be over Lucy. But I have to feed my daughter. I've got to pay for a roof over her head. How And this is how I know how to do it. And this is what I enjoy in doing the vlogs with her, or the vlogs as she calls them. I get to spend time with her. And it's not that I'm over Lucy, it's not that I got over her quick, because trust me, if you ask my mates, I was on the phone to them every day crying. There was moments where my best friend was sat next to me in tears telling me, I don't know how to help you. And that fucking kills me every single day that I know that was me that did that to him. So I didn't get over Lucy quickly. I'm not over Lucy now. But I didn't ask for any of this. I'm just doing my best, man. How come you've changed the photos and the bio for the page but not the name? Again, revert back, it's just, I can't change the name yet. I've applied for it. It will be changed as soon as I can. Still so much trauma. Laughing face emoji. What's it been? A couple of weeks. Losing Lucy was forgotten once you sorted the next gig. Was it? Was it? I mean, firstly, and I appreciate to you guys, it probably does look like a couple of weeks, because I posted the video diaries more recently, but they were filmed back in November when this happened. So I can understand how that looks, but it's not a case of just finding the next gig. Like I was happy doing what we were doing. I loved our life, and I'd worked really hard to give us that life. So yeah, there is still so much trauma. Actually, there is, and there's days genuinely where I still wake up and the first thing I do is cry. Or there's nights where I just can't sleep because I'm up till 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, questioning what. I don't have answers. Lucy wasn't forgotten. I've just got to get on with my life. I've just got to go on this new path, on this new journey, and I've got to feed my daughter. Do you know what I mean? I've got to have a roof over my head. So happy to see you laughing. We were all very worried about you after your post of you crying. It looks like the sun has come out. Yeah, listen, I was in a bad place. I was in a bad place, and I really, really appreciate the support that you all gave me. Those were tough moments. But I do have better days. And everyone said it to me at the time, you have better days. Wait till you're 6 months down the line. And obviously now we're only 2 months down the line. And it's still really hard. But you know what? There are days when I think, yeah, do you know what? That's funny. I can laugh. I deserve to laugh. I deserve to be happy. I deserve to be funny, to be able to be funny and to make jokes. Hyped for this, Dan, to say the least. I'm glad you're back to feeling more of yourself and laughing and enjoying the funnier things in life. We'll be there for the debut Only Dan's podcast. Keep being your authentic self, mate. That guy's the man. Thank you very much, Richard. Appreciate that. Anthony, Dan the legend is back. Not fully. Listen, I know I'm not 100% to myself. I know that I'm not back to where I need to be. This has really taken the wind out of my sails, as I'm sure you can see from even the daily vlogs or pictures that have been posted. You can see it in my eyes. But I'm trying. I'm just trying, and I want to be there as an advocate for men's mental health. I want to show that you can be vulnerable, you can ask for help. There are so many, and this isn't an exaggeration, I've had hundreds of, maybe even thousands of messages from people of support, people telling me their stories. And that's what I sit up most nights reading them, and I try and reply to as many people as I can. I wish I could reply to all of them. It's just an amazing amount of support, so I really appreciate it. But I'm not quite back there yet, but I will still keep showing my journey. Hattie, Dan, well done. You've come so far, bless you, and reinvented yourself with friends. Good for you, and very best of luck. Thank you very much, Hattie. Yeah, I have had to reinvent myself, and that's not easy. That's not easy when it's not an office job that I had, and I could just say to my boss, can I have a week off or a couple of weeks? I'm in a bad place. And then you have to then go back in. You have a couple of days and it's like, right, back at my desk, back making calls, back doing my job. I've had to completely reinvent myself, because the way we made money, the way we earned our living was by making videos together and posting them on the internet. Well, the moment she ended it, the moment we stopped making videos, and I couldn't make anything for 2 months. The podcast's the first thing. And I'm hoping that's going to open doors, and I'm going to start then making sketches. I've got loads of people that have reached out that want to work with me. I've got a few bits planned for me and Harper. It's really, I'm starting to get excited. So yeah, I have had to reinvent myself, but I don't want to underestimate how difficult that was in that moment to try and find the strength. And this sounds like I'm overly praising myself. I'm not, but it was because of your support, of you guys saying, you can do this, Dan, take it one day at a time, just get up, just do something, think of something, what about this, what about that? Like, it was your support. So yeah, I have had to reinvent myself, and I'm proud of myself, and I'm not ashamed to say that. Sandy, she's a long-term fan, top fan badge as well. OMG, I'm so proud of you. You know you've got my support. Good for you. It's great to see your smile again and hear that laugh. Keep it coming. I'll be watching. And that's all I can hope from all of you. Honestly, thank you for being there on the journey with me. It's not been a fun journey, and it's not the constant laughs, and I understand that, and I'm sorry that it's not. I'm sorry that it's not that. I wish it was. But guys, listen, I'm just doing my best. I'm just doing my best right now, and your support does mean the world. So thank you very much. And the podcast is out. People have been asking, the podcast is out. It's on the 29th, which will be released on all podcast platforms, I believe. I'll post the link on the Facebook. But yeah, we're excited. I'm going to post some of the clips on the Facebook page so you'll be able to see some of the clips. I don't think I'll post the full podcast as a video on Facebook because it's a bit too long. But you guys tell me. If you want the full podcast post on Facebook once every Sunday night, I'll happily do that. Just let me know what you want. But otherwise, it'll be the funniest bits of the podcast that we post every week, and the full podcast will be available on a Monday morning from the 29th, once a week. Thanks for watching Only Dan.